What is the best way to go on the roof and do roof maintenance and repairs? I have some basic climbing gear and I was thinking of maybe putting an eye hook in permanently and attaching a rope to it, but I don't know if that's a good idea or if there's a better way to do it.
Are you gonna hand that one to me, huh? Okay. Yeah, there's so part of my duties at Natural Spaces Domes is I'll go do repairs or updates on older domes. And so I've been on a lot of roofs, and typically an eye hook is not a bad idea as long as it is mounted into the strut. You don't want to just rely on the plywood. You want to make sure you're in a strut so that you have, you know, some good structure with that hook so it's not going to let go of you. And oftentimes a lot of people, they're either have a ventilated little cupola cap on top or a view cupola, and sometimes they'll just tie the rope around that and let that hang down and just use the cupola itself as a support. So there's a few options, and they both work really well. But yeah, you want to make sure obviously your eye hook is fairly significant, and you know, you're going to want to make sure it's not going to rust up there over the years. And you know, you got to waterproof them as well. It's hard when you put a big leg into your roof. You want to make sure that that's not going to obviously leak, but it's 100% doable, and a lot of people do it. So yeah.
You want to really go to places like REI or West Mountaineering. We have that here in Minneapolis, but it's a mountain climbing situation. You need the gear, you need the proper harness, and you want the D-rings to be on the side or in the front for a full body harness. Our guys have actually a tree trimmers belt that has a seat sling, so they can actually sit in that. But they're hard to get, they're hard to find. But these are available. The body harnesses are available at Home Depot, Lowe's. You can mail order them. They cost in the range of $100 to $150. You might want to consider if you know how to use rope, an ascender descender unit, because that rope slides through that one way. Ascender means descender's going down.
Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely want that. And you had a special rope you like to recommend as well, Dennis, right? Like a braided nylon, I believe, or?
Yeah, we use a 1/2-inch braided nylon rope and tell people just leave it on the dome. It's going to last many years. If you start to see it frayed or anything, which you shouldn't have, because it shouldn't be really rubbing on anything, fine, replace it. But replace it before the fact that the rope comes off, and then you got to get up to tie the rope on.
Right.
Replace it with the rope still able to climb up on the rope.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's a good question, because it's nice to be able to get up there easily with a rope. So, all right, Carrie, I think we're ready for the next one.